Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do this tarot reading, this update energy tarot reading for Enhypen. Since because of the COVID cases that actually appeared within the group, some fans were worried and wanted me to check on them to see how they're doing energetically and with everything that's going on. So let's see what the cards have to say about them. So starting with the tarot, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Temperance in reversed, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Moon in reversed. And the card that I pull out from the Seven Energies Oracle, it's the card of the Royal You. So starting with the Six of Pentacles, definitely I think that they are taking care of their health. They are being taken care of. Each of the members are getting a lot of support and a lot of attention and every aspect that needs to be taken care of when it comes to their health. So don't worry. I think that they are okay. And most of all is that each of them are getting like a fair treatment. It's like it doesn't matter whether some of them have like like more symptoms than the others, or probably some of them are like already in a phase where they are feeling much better, and probably some of them don't even have the symptoms anymore, but they are like taking the time to actually analyze everyone's cases and for respect and also like a kind of like prevention for the group as a whole. They want to wait for each member to be okay. I don't know if all the members got COVID, got tested, and it came out positive. Like, I do not know much about it. I know someone wanted me to read, and they somehow explained it to me, but I cannot remember exactly the cases right now. But yes, I think that it's going to take a while actually to see them like recovered. Actually, and it's not. I think that it goes beyond the physical body. I think that definitely they are a bit stressed. These kids. These I call them these kids. I know that they are. Some of them are like young adults, but I sense that there's something like about their energy that is not 100% like in harmony, and I think that it has to do with thoughts. um, Probably they are very stressed, and I don't know why, because I actually see a lot of people around them like making sure that their needs are met and that they are very well like supervised. And they have like a lot of people around them, but somehow within these young men's minds there's a lot of self-pity, like and probably they do feel like a lot of amount of pressure, but I think that this pressure comes from their minds, um, of them actually not being 100% like confident about themselves, or there's something about, probably there's someone between them that actually is not sure that this is really what they want, like but this kind of like them doubting themselves, and I'm not saying like all of them, but I think that this is like this could be like the manifestation of being that popular or being famous like very soon, like when all these things happen, these opportunities come, and they started working right away after they debuted, and the pressure of being in a competition and being in the spotlight. I think that some of them probably had like a very idealized like perception of what fame would be like, and now they are like like I'm not sure if this is what I want. And this is not to alarm the fans or anything. It's just that it's normal that someone so young and impressionable as they are, that they sometimes get a bit like overwhelmed by being in this like grown man industry. I think that at the end they were like adapting. They were like, okay, let's take every opportunity. Like, we are here, we wanted this, we won this, we competed for this, so let's do it. And now eventually they are like feeling moments of feeling like not sure about themselves. I think that it doesn't have anything to do with how the company treats them or how the staff treats them. I see them like getting a lot of support, but I think that these young men um, are still very young. I think that I want to emphasize this. They are still in development. I think that when it comes to their personalities, so it's normal that they are going through this kind of identity crisis because they do not have like a form identity yet. And this is a very personal subject of them. This is why I think that it will not reflect on the future of the group. I think that they are going to be fine, but nevertheless I think that they should get more like psychological kind of support, because I think that some of them have like this very like sometimes they get this overwhelmed feeling, so I think that probably, obviously having COVID and being like sick, of course that it can happen, especially when we think about that this virus, it's very unknown, so we do not know how we do not know much about it, and we are dealing with this in moments of uncertainty when it comes to our health. But there's something here with the temperance in reverse that is like telling me that somehow it's not that they wanted to get sick, but it's like probably getting sick is like an opportunity for them to stop a bit and to be like they needed this stop. This, I don't know if they were practicing for a comeback or I don't know if they had other activities, but it's like they needed this pause. So somehow it's like this being sick or being in this resting mode. I think that it was necessary because it's making like it's making it obvious that they do have like they do struggle with a lot of anxiety. So probably there's someone, I don't know if maybe it's the leader or it's someone from the company that is very close to the boys that is actually looking at these symptoms or looking at their behaviors and like observing them and being like, we need to work on this. So there's someone, I wouldn't say, probably it's one of the members. It could be like an earth sign, like I don't know their signs, but it could be like someone that is an earth sign. An earth sign. It could be like a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius. someone that is very intelligent and that is very perceptive and is very observant. And I think that this person is like looking at the situation and being like, we are not okay. Like there's something, and I think that it's really important that this person is looking at the situation and being like very honest about, okay, I'm seeing something, because here with the moon in reverse, definitely it means that this person is going to say something about his or her perception, and probably is going to go to find an answer or some kind of advice, because if this page of swords has like next to it, it's the moon card in reverse. So the moon card, when it is upwards, it means that there's a lot of fears, that there's like a lot of unconscious fears, there's a lot of, probably a lot of secrecy, a lot of things that has to do with hiding, or a lot of things that are remaining in the dark, that somehow come and go into your life. And I think that in the sense that the moon next to the page of swords is in reverse, it means that this person to wants to bring clarity to the situation, and probably to this sentiment or this atmosphere of not feeling okay. And since we have the Ten of Swords like in the middle of the spread, it means that definitely it can be like a kind of like a kind of anxiety, and at the same time like a lot of stress, and it's all about the mind. I don't think that this if you put these young people to work, their bodies and their body strengths and their physical abilities and endurance will work just fine. It's just that there's something about their mind. It's like they seem to be a bit like distracted by when they are in the role of being an idol. So I don't know if maybe they need to talk to someone about the pressure of being in the industry, because I think that, like I said, they are in an environment where everything is being delivered to them, where they feel like they are being taken care of, where a lot of people are like trying to contain them and I feel like they are like they are like the younger siblings, obviously, in this company. So they are very loved, and they are like, or they really have fun being part of this in this company. They definitely receive a lot of like attention. But I think that there's a lot of things that, since they are not being expressed or being talked about, I think that it's time that they do talk about this, because otherwise it can like it can be becoming this kind of elephant in the room that no one talks about, but you know that is awkward, and you know that for a group to function properly, things need to be addressed. You know, things you need to work on communication. So I think that this is very important for them to be able to express themselves, to talk about their fears, their insecurities, and not to fear that if the other members make fun of them, or if the other members don't believe you, or because I feel like they have a fear of exposure. They feel like if they talk about what they fear, that the other members would look at them funny, and they just don't want to be an obstacle for the group's development. So this is why I think that probably some of them, if they do have insecurities, they are like, oh, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to give like a negative vibe or something like that. But it's very necessary, and it's really interesting that this person, this earth sign person, it's very like aware of that something is going on, and is going to speak up. And I think it's admirable because I see that this person, it's probably the same age as the others. So even though this person is very young, at the same time it's very intelligent, but not only intelligent from the mind or from being able to know about things. I think that his intelligence comes from a place of knowing people, and also being very observant. And this is why I think that if this person wants to get like someone's help, or to talk with some higher ups about how to fix this kind of situation, or this lacking of communication between the members, I think that this will be very beneficial for the group. This is not like as if this person were to like to tell on them, like to gossip about them with the higher ups or anything. It's not about that. It's about confronting an issue before it becomes like an obstacle. So, and then with the card of the royal you, definitely here what we see is that there's this card is very beautiful. It talks about royalty, and in this card you can see this very glowing crown, a golden crown. So definitely what it's telling me is that they have the potential of becoming like really influential in the future, and that they are part of a group, and also probably the company as well, that is going to be very, it's going to have a lot of legacy. So I think that definitely they need to work on their weaknesses, in order to be ready to wear that crown, to be part of this royalty. And of course that talking about this, I can feel myself feeling anxious as well, because of the pressure that you feel when you are part of a very successful deal or brand, or enterprise. There's always like this, especially since they are like the new kids, or they are like the last kids that were debuted. Of course that they are not the only ones. There will be other groups to come, but now it's like they feel pressure to keep moving, to keep advancing, and they have to advance. They have to move forward in order for, so if the new group comes out, like Enhypen will be in a higher place, so they will leave room for the other groups to come. It's like you like stepping on stepping on, like you climbing a mountain. You need to keep climbing in order to not clash, nor with the people that are in front of you, and to not clash with the people that are coming behind you. So they need to keep that level of working. They need to keep that level of efficiency. So I think that if they want to achieve that, they need to face their fears. They need to face their insecurities, which, like I was mentioning, it's really normal because they are really young. So it's really normal to see this. They are teenagers. So it's really normal to see this kind of uncertainty, and like being like having like a lot of ideas and other people's voices in your head about what you should do and what next move you should make. And they are like, okay, like where do I go? I'm confused. I don't know. like it's normal. And of course that what I see today is how they're feeling now. This feeling is not going to last forever. This feeling is, it's just a sentiment. It's just like an atmosphere, an energetic atmosphere that they are going through right now. And of course, like I said, this card from the from the oracle, it's very meaningful because it means to embrace that they are part of something really big, and that they shouldn't be afraid. Like, I think that there's a bit of lack of confidence here, about, like, oh, are we worthy or of wearing this quote unquote crown? Like they feel a bit pressured. And I can understand that, but this is why they need someone to talk to about this, and not to be afraid or ashamed that if someone is going to laugh at them for their own insecurities, because it's normal. They are really young, and it's normal that they get lost, that they get confused, that their energy is very, I mean, they wouldn't be normal if they didn't have these feelings, of uncertainty. So I'm glad that I can see this, because actually I think that it's a sign that they are very self-aware, and at the same time that it's okay to be vulnerable, and at the same time that it's okay to ask for help, because I have the feeling that this voice, everything that they ask is being given to them, that everything for it's available for them. So if they do need some kind of assistance, like psychological assistance, or someone, to be like there to talk to them, they definitely need to take the opportunity and ask for it, because I don't think that other idols have the same possibility as they do. So they do need to be brave enough to be like, okay, I'm going to talk about this. So yes, guys, this is all I have for them. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like, and yes, give me your feedback if you are a fan of the group about how you feel about this. So thank you so much for being here. Bye.